resident babysitter slash stylist. So here I am with Nat, and we are in store 1. And what we've done is we've talked through Nat's process around. Maybe you can sort of like talk a little bit about what we did in the beginning, and then we've just sort of come into shop 1, and then just your initial, like, my God, this is just the first piece and dot. So do you want to fill a little bit in on what's happened so far?
The first thing Lou got me to think about was how I wanted to feel, visualizing the feeling. Looking around the shops and visualizing those pieces rather than trying to find pieces that I thought I should wear. It's more about how I feel in those pieces. So shop 1, the first thing I've put on is something I'd never actually look at before.
And
it's these pants.
The other day,
I did.
a few hours with nothing.
I came in here last week and I tried nothing on in this shop because I felt so overwhelmed. I didn't know how to find the pieces of how I wanted to feel. And first piece I've put on, and it just feels, I feel like me. Like
3 core words that I'm working with. So when I'm walking around and I'm picking out these pieces, I'm being drawn to things that give that feeling of this direction of your foundation pieces. Because to me, I want you to feel, like as the relaxed, cool, chic, type situation, like vibe that you are, that you hadn't recognised to be able to, like, you knew what you want to be, just didn't know how to, like.
You don't know how to put it into words.
Yeah.
Of like, how do you actually articulate how you want to feel? So now having those words, I can go and look at things and think, okay, well, does that invoke that feeling within me? Yes or no?
Because what people aren't doing is they're not being conscious enough to be aware of it, to listen beyond the noise of what's going on around them in stores, in the marketing, etc. Yeah. Cool. That's just your first piece.
First piece, love it.
And I think just what I loved was hearing her go, I feel so much like me. Just magical.
I've always thought that what you said about the black pants being like quite corporate, whereas I feel like I could throw a sneaker on with this, especially with this jacket, and just feel quite relaxed and, just feel really comfortable, casual, but still feel really elevated in my style. Something that it seems so simple, but I didn't really think about when I came shopping the other day, trying on clothes and...
Price them more in a minute.
It's so much more than clothes. So much more than clothes.
Right. Okay, so we're in store 2 here into the store to kind of like then start to create these puzzle pieces that then start to go with all the things of what else I've found. And there were so many hits in the first store, and we walked out of that one and she said I would never have chosen any of those, and B, that particular store has such a mindset around what it comes with as such, as that's generally what can actually put people off of going in there and finding these pieces that match their vibe. And we just sort of briefly spoke before about even just the things you've been learning just as we've been going along, and you started to say something, she got a bit emotional, and I said, are you happy to share that? So over to you.
Yeah, it was when I put some of these pieces on, they're pieces that I would probably usually actually wear and buy, but after trying the pieces on at the last shop, which were things I'd never pick, I've realised how much I've actually been hiding myself, dimming myself, and not that he would want me to, but because his style is so like relaxed and very sporty, I haven't really wanted to play with my style too much because I feel like it didn't match. So I was dulling myself, which is silly. It's, but isn't it? It's what we do.
In my clients is that they just lose, I guess, this part of them, I think, where they don't know where to begin again. So then this knowing where to even begin, they don't know where to begin because they then they don't know whether they just need new jeans or what it is, but you've got to learn this element of what your style is as such to then be able to build what these foundation pieces even look like. And that's what people just do not understand. And like, I don't want to give away all the secrets of the things that we've done today. You to process a little bit more because there's just so much to take in, right?
Yeah, I didn't expect to get quite emotional and discover that about myself of what I've been actually doing. Just by putting on a jacket, like a beautiful jacket.
But I was starting to pick up she was getting emotional, and I'm like, yeah, here it comes. And this is what happens. Like, people don't understand how, when just even that word, I dim, or that saying, I have been dimming myself. It's like, you know, why do we dim ourselves? What are we stopping? What are we afraid of? What's the fear? Are you too afraid to feel, you know, sexy while still feeling sporty? Because that's what those pieces are doing.
Yeah. It's that fear of being seen, I think, and that fear of being seen for who you are and actually showing up and being vulnerable. It's like, you know, will I be judged for just being showing up and cool? Because I think we've probably all felt it before. I mean, I've definitely felt it in my time, that judgment. And
it's not about the clothes, it's about my part in this work is actually about the education of actually how to discover those parts, so then you get to then go and discover what your foundations are, and that you don't need to rush out and do it straight away. How are you feeling?
Surprised, to be honest. Surprised. I have always looked at the type of looks that are now like my style and really admired them, but didn't think that I could wear them.
So Nat just said, I think what really surprised me the most is just he thought you couldn't do it. And why was that?
Because of my body shape. Looked at those styles and thought, oh, you have to be tall and slim, which postpartum me is neither of those things at the moment. And I felt like I couldn't even try that on, but now you've shown me how to make that work, and it felt really cool.
I think it's like not just these words that create just the wardrobe, it goes beyond that. It's like when you really started to really think about it, it's the business, it's your essence, it's who you are, it's what you do, it's how you mum, it's how you have your interiors at home, it's everything, because it's what you embody, and it's like, it's everything that you walk into a store and try and find. If it's not a full body yes of those, it's you walk away. But then you get to be in control of that. Favorite pieces?
Ooh, favorite pieces is the jeans. The jeans.
You didn't know what kind. It was hard.
Yeah, find jeans that feel comfortable postpartum, and the navy pinstripe pants. I love those.
Nat's actually wearing a pair of pants that you are ready to do what?
I'm going to burn them. I've got 2 pairs as well. I didn't tell you that.
You've made the instant connection of how you felt in these pants compared to the other ones. And price point isn't not really that crazy with the other ones.
No, it's not. It's really, it still fits in my budget and it still fits in my lifestyle. But I just feel so good. And as soon as I put these back on, I was like, done.
So I've also given Nat the journal and the workbook to go home with and actually carry on doing this work, because to me this is sort of like the long-term work. It's not just today. This is about going home and self-educating based on all of these things that I've been teaching you all day, morning, to now lean into it and be able to kind of like carry on and evolve on your own.
It's so empowering to know that I'm going to be able to love these pieces and not just buy something and wear it a couple of times.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Counselling session. The journey of self-discovery is so much more than what I actually expected.
It's not retail therapy, it's actually wardrobe therapy. When you actually figure out those parts of you that, you know, you can shop the wardrobe forever and a day. When you actually are doing that sort of it's the bit of the background work, and it's actually, as you said, it's actually really not that hard. It's actually really simple to figure the stuff out, but you just got to learn what it is and you got to listen.
Yeah. and just taking this further and exploring me more. I think that's the exciting thing about using the journal is it's that journey of self-discovery that comes with it.
That's exactly why I wrote it, right? What it feels like to just get dressed every day without giving a shit.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you.